We gotta stop choosing people who are not choosing us. Stop choosing people who are not choosing us. And we gotta understand that these people are not choosing us. We gotta understand that these people are not prioritizing our feelings, not checking up on us, or not giving the love that we give. We have to understand they are not choosing us. So we can't continue to choose them. How many times have you chosen them? How many times have you showed up for them? How many times have you went out of your way to choose their happiness at the expense of your pain? How many times? How many times? We can't choose people. We can't keep holding on to these people in our life that are not choosing us anymore. We can't do it. I can't do it. I don't got, that's what I said. I can't do it. I don't have to do it. We don't gotta do it. I don't have to do it. You don't gotta do it. We gotta stop choosing people who are not choosing us and just surround us with those that are going to choose us. Surround ourselves with those that are going to choose us. Surround ourselves with those that are going to celebrate us. Surround ourselves with people that are going to return that energy back into our cup the same way that we pour into theirs. We gotta stop. We gotta stop doing it. It don't feel good. I don't like how it makes me feel. And the way that I'm moving now is just keep leaving it simply as that. If I don't like how something's making me feel, I'm simply going to change it. So yeah, we not doing, and this go hand in hand with the video of let them lose you. If they don't choose you, let them lose you. If they don't choose you, let them lose you. If they don't choose you, let them lose you. Boy, I think I'm good now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. It's one of them ones. It's a bit personal, a bit vulnerable, but we gonna get into it. All right, we gotta stop choosing people who aren't choosing us. If they aren't choosing us, let them lose us. Let them lose us. It goes back to the other video, and these two go hand in hand. If they're not choosing us, let them lose us. We can't continue to hold on to these relationships with these people when they're not choosing us. They're not pouring into us the same way that we're pouring into them. We're not prioritized the same way that we prioritize them. They're not showing up for us in the same way that we would go out the way to show up for them. We can't continue to choose their feelings over ours because of the way that we feel about them, and they're not doing it the same way towards us. We can't continue to choose to show love and they're not choosing to show love to us. We can't keep choosing to give grace when they're not giving us grace. We can't choose to forgive when they're not forgiving. We can't continue to choose these people and choose these things in any aspect of life that are not choosing us, that are not pouring back into us, that are not anything conducive to success for us the same way that we are to them, the same way that we chose them to put that effort forward and pour into them, and they're not pouring into us. We can't continue to choose these things. We can't continue to choose these people. Stop choosing people who can't choose you, who, matter of fact, who won't choose you. It's not a matter of they can't, it's a matter of the fact that they won't choose you. They won't choose you. And that's painful. Like I said in the Let Them Lose You video, a lot of us tend to have the feelings of never being someone's first choice. And that puts us in a space where we're going out of our way to try to be chosen, to prove our value, and holding on to these people until they choose us. You can't continue to fight and hold on and try to keep people inside of your life. It's never going to work. If they don't choose you, let them lose you. You have to embrace and surround yourself with people that choose you and celebrate you. You can't chase the validation of someone else choosing you or making you feel as if you're valuable. We have to stop holding on to these people. We have to stop chasing these people. All it is doing is hurting and limiting us. They're occupying that space in our environment where somebody else can come in or something else can take that spot and actually nurture us, actually pour back into us, actually choose us, actually make us feel valuable, actually make us feel appreciated. We can't continue to chase these people and chase their validation and holding on until we get that fulfillment. A fisher's will overpowers a fisherman's want to catch it. If they don't want to choose you and it feels as if you're fighting for someone to choose you and you're putting in this effort, sometimes you just got to let them go. The same way you can't catch every fish, you just got to let them go. Sometimes they bite the bait, they take it. They take the energy you gave them and they go and run off with it somewhere else. It's a sad game, but that's exactly how it is. Do you like the feeling of not being chosen? I can say I don't. It destroyed me. Why should we continue to choose people who aren't choosing us? You know how that feels. You know how that feels. They not feeling how you feel. They're getting chosen, deserving of it or not. They're getting chosen, even though we may be the ones who are deserving of these relationships and other people to pour back into us and choose us and see our value. We don't get it. So why would we continue to pour back into these people? Why do we continue to choose these people? You know how that feels. How does it feel to know that you chose to go an extra mile for these people? How does it feel to choose that you went out of their way to love these people? How does it feel? How does it feel when you chose to look past people's flaws and see the greatness in them, and they can't see the greatness in you, and they don't choose you back? They don't choose to give you that same love. They don't choose to pour back into your cup. How does that feel? How does that feel? It doesn't feel good. It breaks you down. It makes you question your worth. It makes you wonder if you're worth being chosen. But you are worth being chosen. Like I said in the Let Them Go video, you are worth being chosen by somebody. You are worth being chosen. Even if the person that is choosing you is yourself, you are worth being chosen. Stop being around people who are not choosing you. People that's putting their feelings before you. You need to stop choosing people who are not choosing you and begging to be at the same table as them. God doesn't want you begging for a seat at the table when he knows that you can make your own. Stop begging for a seat at these people's tables. Stop begging for the acceptance of these people. Stop begging for them to choose you. And by begging, I don't necessarily mean obviously getting on your hands and knees and crying and doing all of that stuff. I mean the aspect of begging by continuing to put energy into these people and they not doing it to you, hoping that they see it. Continuing to choose them and they're not choosing you. That's what I mean by begging. That is begging. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it up to this point in my life. I've done it in multiple aspects where I just always wanted somebody to choose me. Like I said, I never felt like I was the #1 choice, but we're not doing that anymore. I'm not begging people to choose me anymore. I'm going to choose myself. You have to choose yourself. If they won't choose you, you have to choose yourself. I've done the begging. Even the extreme analogy when it comes to dropping tears or asking somebody to choose you. I've done that. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that again. If they don't want to choose you, just leave it where it's at. All right, bet. You don't want to choose me, I'm going to choose myself. Appreciate the lesson. That's how you got to go on about it. That's how you got to go on about it. Stop begging for a seat at these people's table, man. It's F them, bro. It's F them. Stop choosing these people that don't choose you. Stop chasing these people. Stop trying to make them see your value. Just let them go and choose people that choose you. Surround yourself with people that choose you. Embrace people that are embracing you. You know, and it don't even gotta be no hard feelings about it. Like, that's the way that I keep it. As much as I have a bit of resentment, a little bit of anger towards these people for making me feel like this, but at the same time, I'm the same person who allowed myself to continue to be treated like this and continued to allow myself to be open up to not being chosen. That's what we've done. We've allowed ourselves for a prolonged period of time to be in a spot around people that were obviously not choosing us, and we continue to try to make them choose us, but they just won't. They can't see our value. They're not looking through them lenses, like I said, but yet we continue to try. So yeah, we have some accountability to take on that. I have some accountability to take on that. You don't even gotta be sour or bitter or anything like that, man. You just gotta push P, man. Pray for them. Wish them peace and prosperity. The energy you put out is the energy you gonna get back. You know, there ain't no negative feelings around here. I'll never allow somebody again to have that much space in my head where there's always some form of negative energy. We can't allow that negative energy inside of our space, only positive. Sometimes we need a little bit of negative to truly understand the value of positive, but that's a whole nother video. That's duality. We need to come to that mindset that not everybody is gonna choose you. It's okay not to be chosen. Not everybody's gonna see you for who you are. Not everybody is gonna see you for the greatness that you bring. Not everybody is gonna see you for the greatness that you are going to achieve. We have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with not being accepted. We have to be okay with not being chosen. We have to be okay with being the outlier. What we don't have to be okay with is accepting people that don't choose us. We don't have to be okay with that. It's okay not to deal with that. You know what's crazy about this topic of kind of just choosing people who choose you and being around people who really see your value the same way you see it in them is we just want a little bit of reciprocation, just a little bit of reciprocation. It don't even gotta be 50-50 for real. Like, you know, just give me, I show you love, you gotta show me something. The way I communicate to you and give you some words of affirmation, you gotta give me a little something back. It ain't gotta be everything, but you gotta realize and you have to understand that these people aren't even willing to do that for you. These people don't wanna do that for you, and it's okay. These people don't want to have your back the same way that you had their back. These people don't want to support you the same way that you supported them, and that's okay. That is okay. Because guess what? It goes back to, like I said, you can choose yourself. If it come down to it, and it ain't nobody else in this world that needs to choose you or sees your value, you can choose yourself. And that goes into self-love, and it's a process that I really wish a lot more people would understand, and it's something that I'm currently learning. But you can choose yourself. You don't need anybody else to choose you. Yeah, it feels great. Obviously, once again, we social people, and you should have an environment and should have a social setting that of people that prioritizes your feelings and prioritizes your mindset. And I don't even mean that in a way of kind of just putting you first, but more so just pour back into you and think about the way that you do things for them. Think about the way that you act around them, how you show up for them, and they're willing to do that same thing for you. Just surround yourself with those type of people. But yeah, if you need to be alone, if you need to do it for yourself, then you can do it for yourself. Find some strength inside of yourself. Once again, if we can't outsource it, we got to get it in-house. If we can't outsource it, we got to get it in-house, man. We got to get it in-house. And it take a little while of accepting that. It takes a little while to work on that. It takes a little while to come to that mindset. It's a bit painful. It's a bit painful because sometimes that's just what you want. That's just what you feel like you need. Sometimes that's just what you want, and that's what you feel like you need. I promise to you. I know. I understand. I know. But the thing that you need is yourself. And I can tell you something about choosing you. There's also another person besides yourself that is choosing you. God is choosing you. God is choosing. Remember that every single thing that you do in this world, He is choosing you. He's giving you the ability to do so. He's giving you the breath in order to take that next step. He's giving you the mindset, the courage in order to tackle and go after things that you're discouraged of. He sees your value, and He sees the greatness in you. He chooses you every single day. So remember that you always have somebody choosing you. Even if it's yourself and it's God, somebody's always choosing you. When it comes down to it, even if you haven't chosen yourself yet, God is choosing you. But yeah, when it comes from a part of the spiritual aspect, you really have to surround yourself and choose people that choose you. You don't need to go through that pain. You don't need to go through that disappointment anymore. You don't need to go through that feeling of why didn't they choose. I used to ask this all the time. I kept asking. And even some point in my mind right now, going through this process of my own little journey, I sit here and wonder why they ain't choose me. Why they ain't choose me? It make you think, why they ain't choose you? And you'll never sit there and really understand it. Because you chose them. You chose them, but they didn't choose you. I never understand it. I never understand why some people don't choose you, and they see the great things that you're doing. But you gotta just keep it P, man. You gotta just keep it P. Just push prayer and peace, love, prosperity. That's all you can do. And just choose the people that choose you, even if that's yourself, like I said. Push P for those who aren't choosing you, man. Stop chasing them, stop holding on to them, stop begging them, stop yearning for their validation, stop yearning for them to choose you and see your value. God sees our value. God chooses us every single day when it comes down to it. Get out your mind, get out that cycle of wondering why they won't choose you, or if I do this, then they're gonna finally choose me, they're gonna see my value, man. F them, F that, man. Bump that, bro. Bump that, no. Because at the end of the day, you chose them and they didn't choose you. And if it helps to shift your mindset to this one right here, and this is one that I don't know if I'm yet going to adapt or whatnot, because I feel like it still leaves that space inside of my mind about these people and whatnot that I wish would have chosen me. But start to get into that mindset of F them and push P. We push prayer, peace, and positivity towards these people, prosperity towards these people, but you gonna wish you chose me. You're gonna wish you showed me the love that I gave you, that I chose to give you. And you're gonna wish that you gave the respect that I chose to give you. Because the reality is, the whole time I respected you, and you ain't respect me enough to choose me. They're gonna wish they chose to show you love. They're gonna wish they chose to give you the respect that you gave them, because the reality was, the whole time you gave them everything and they didn't give it to you. So just continue to push P. Remove yourself from these environments, man. Stop begging for seats at tables that you don't need to be at. You can build your own table. God knows you can build your own table, like I said. God doesn't want you begging for a seat at the table that you don't belong at. You might not belong at that table with those people. God gave you the qualities, God gave you the value in order to build your own table, in order to attract. It's like going in a restaurant and people choose where they want to sit. Let the people that want to choose you sit at your table, as long as they're positive people, as long as there's no ulterior motives. But that's something else for another time. But yes, stop trying to force other people to choose you. And be okay, because at the end of the day, you are chosen. Like I said, you are chosen, whether it's by yourself or God. They don't choose you, let them lose you. Come on now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, but we got some affirmations to each other. We got some words for each other. Follow me now. If they don't choose us, they lose us. If they don't choose us, they lose us. If they don't choose us, they lose us. Simple as that. Simple as that. We are chosen. We are chosen. I am chosen. You are chosen. You have value. If they don't choose us, they lose us. And we're going to depart from these people just like this. One breath, one step, one day at a time. We're going to walk away from the people that don't choose us and go towards the environment and people that choose us and embrace them and let them sit at our table, and everything's going to be all right. They're going to see our value the same way that we see their value. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like, please comment, get me in the algorithm so we can teach more people to let people lose them if they're not being chosen. Let's teach more people not to beg for other people. Let's give other people some strength and let them know that they are chosen. Let's let them know that they are chosen. Leave a comment down below if you're gonna start choosing yourself. Comment, I choose me. Or if you got anything else you wanna talk about, any situations or anything like that you would like to talk about, leave it down below in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. I'll talk to you. I appreciate anybody that's clicked on this video for listening to me. Anybody that watched it all the way through, even if you skipped through, you allowed me to be heard. You made me feel heard. You made me feel heard. I don't even know who you are on the other end of the screen, but I thank you for that. So join the family, join the journey that I'm on. Let's become family. Subscribe and share. Let's go on this journey together. Let's start figuring out the intricacies of life, the journey of life together. I'm figuring out. We got to figure this out. Let's figure out our purpose. Let's start moving towards our purpose. Let's have more faith in ourselves. Let's enlighten ourselves together. Let's let go of some of the pain that we have together. Let's heal ourselves together. Once again, I started this as a documentation and reflection of myself because, like I said, I've been going through it in life, and chances are you're going through it in life. But we've been going through it. We have the ability to keep on pushing forward. So one day I'm gonna look back at this. One day you're gonna look back at yourself and you're gonna be proud that you went through the storm. Let's go through the storm together. Let's go through the storm together. One video at a time, one breath at a time, one step, one day. That's my motto now. That's my motto now. You check it on the channel. That's the banner. One breath, one step, one day at a time. Let's get to it. Let's figure this thing of life out together. Choose people that choose you. If they don't choose you, let them lose you. Like, comment, subscribe, share, talk to somebody about this. And yeah, y'all have a blessed one.